guys, welcome to SimLive. My name is Kiki and today I'm creating Black Widow from the Avengers Infinity War in Creator Sim. And for her I have also created some custom content, mainly her supersuit, her boots and hair. And her supersuit comes with some weapons. The idea initially was just to create the texture and put the flat texture onto another body mesh. But I decided not to, because there was definitely some potential in the costume for some 3D items. So I decided to challenge myself and hope that I would learn some new things, which I definitely did. So I decided to add some 3D elements to the costume, mainly just things like the weapons, the backpack, the shoulder guards, wrist guards, elbow pads, knee pads, knee guards, kneecaps. I'm not sure. You know, the things for your knees. So I decided to do that, or try and do that. I have also included the failed attempts because they were hilarious and also frightening. But yeah, so what you just saw me do right there for the shoulder backpack is that I created just a little shield and then I put a black line around it that will be the shade once I raise it up on the mesh itself. It did work for certain items and it also did not work for other items, so we'll go over that once we get to that. So here I'm just creating the wrist guards and I have no idea what is on those wrist guards. Is that like ammunition or just an extra texture that if you whack people in the head it hurts extra much? I'm not sure. But anyway, onto the batons. So it's an actual weapon that she has that she can click together to create this long stick type of weapon. I'm not sure if it's a spear or just a stick, but they can also just be individual batons. And I, was trying to find a way to create this. I looked at like earrings or a necklace, to create the shape. I also sculpted one myself in Blender, but I was unable to merge that with the Sims clothes themselves. I have no idea why that didn't work. I have no knowledge on the subject. But then in the end I ended up using a lamp because I saw potential in that becoming the shape, and it turned out really well. That worked. So on we go to the trousers or leggings, if you will, spandex bottom suit, and I just added the pockets from the Jungle Adventure trousers, and they're actually supposed to hold weapons. I did not realize that because the picture that I used as my guide, as my base, was empty, didn't have anything in there. So I just put some pockets on there, but we'll imagine that it's meant to be for weapons. So now I'm just adding the batons, and so what I did is I raised up the shoulder pads, elbow pads, and now you can see the result. So that didn't turn out too well. But funny enough, like her right side of the body did work. So I tried to copy that over to the left side and weight paint it, but as you can see, that didn't work either. Oh. So you're welcome for me leaving you with that nightmarish image. So I had to ditch that idea. Well, not completely. So after I was a bit more meticulous about the weight painting, I did manage to get the knee pads, caps, guards to work, but not the top. So I had to use a different approach for that one. So I decided to take the shoulder caps and the elbow caps and wrist guards from the armor, if you know in-game the armor mesh that you have, and well, they don't quite have the more square shape that the guards, well, the pads are supposed to have, but we use what we've got. So the technique that you're seeing right now, what I used on a backpack, is what I used for all the other items, which was partially successful but mostly unsuccessful. So yeah, I switched over to this technique, just adding that and trying to adjust the shape a little bit to be a bit closer to what it was on the actual costume, Black Widow costume. It's definitely made the costume pop a bit more because you have that 3D element on there rather than it just being a flat image. So yeah, it's definitely better than not having it raised. Could have been better if it was closer to the shape, but I'll take my losses with that. So here we go. That's just, I'm just doing the hairstyle right now. It's supposed to be like the blonde bob that you see her have in the film. I saw potential in this base game hair to turn into that. Just where it drapes over the shoulders has got a weird shape because I lifted it up. So I'm just trying to, manipulate the shape a bit more to look like it's following the laws of gravity. So just, you know, moving around individual vertices to try and get that particular shape. The hair is mirrored. So I couldn't use the hairline because it mirrored the shading with it as well, which would have looked really, really weird. So I had to get rid of the hairline, unfortunately. So now I'm just doing the other side with that little swirly shape that looks like a croissant. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. So yeah, just stitching up where it splits off. And then we're off to the little side swoopy thing on the side of her face. Again, had to get rid of the hairline, unfortunate. So on to create a sim. And the sim that I got, well, I was like, yeah, she could be Scarlett Johansson. So I just went with her. And, well, Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow in Avengers, you know, and heaps of other films as well. So, yeah. Oh, yes, and let me also mention what other custom content that I use. So I use Skin Tones by version 3 by MsBlue. Whisper Eye Replacement by Dangerously Free Jellyfish. Folie A Deux Skin Blend by SimlishSweetie. And then there's More Makeup Set by Catplnt. So the second part of her name, or his name, does not have any vowel, so Catplnt. And then the lipstick by Pyxis. And then, of course, there is my CC as well, the suit, the boots, and the hair. And I have left all the download links in the description down below. So if you want to download any, just head down to the comments. Not the comments, just the description. And then you can download them. So yeah, I think overall I definitely learned a lot, and it's been a fun project. It definitely did take an entire week because of its successes, but also its massive, massive disappointments. But in the end, it turned out all right, I think. So I'm just going to leave you with the showcase. I hope you have enjoyed the creation, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye!